Okay guys, welcome to Jeeps with Lee. Today is going to be our first maintenance video on this Mazda. We drove it about maybe 10 to 15 miles max since we purchased it because we had to get it home. But today we're gonna do a oil change, and we're gonna do a engine clean and flush using Marvel Mystery Oil. Now, let me grab it. So, this right here is Marvel's Mystery Oil. So, I used it on the Grand Cherokee. I used it on a Patriot. When I use it on a Grand Cherokee, I have seen an increase in my fuel mileage. The Patriot, I haven't driven as much, and plus I just put bigger, heavier tires, wheels and tires on it. But so far, so good. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour it in this engine here, and then I'm gonna run it for about 15-20 minutes. And then I'm gonna flush it out and then change the filter and everything, and that should pretty much clean the engine. So with that being said, I'm gonna go grab the other key to the car so I can start it and run it with the mystery oil in it. So stay tuned guys, we'll be right back. So as you can see right there, let me get back underneath. There's a 17mm screw that goes here. Once you unbolt that, you drain the oil out. Here is the oil filter. So what we're gonna do is hopefully it's hand tight. Now I can put my gloves back on and loosen it by hand because I don't have the oil filter tool, but luckily AutoZone is right around the corner. It only takes 2 minutes to get there. I can go and get it. I know that they have it. They usually have it in stock, and I would know that because I work there. So once we drain that out, put the new filter in, we screw it back on, and then we open the cap back and pour our 5W20 back in it. Rocco. So what we did was we unscrewed this from right there, and the old filter and this came out. So this rubber gasket, I put a new one on it. Here's a new gasket right here. It's gonna seal it up. Then here's the gasket on the old one. Most people don't change them, but I changed them. Rocco, what are you doing?
I'm saying
I changed them because they can wear out at any time, so it's better to have a fresh one than to have an old one. So right now that's what I'm doing. I'm changing the gaskets. I'm gonna put the new one on, then I'm gonna slide the new filter in, and I'm gonna screw it back on, and from there we're gonna fill the car with oil. All right?
yes. That was
So
kind of weird.
we put in 4 quarts of oil, and then we got like out of that was probably, I know it was like 1/3 full, but we got some Lucas going in there. So now we're gonna change the air filter. So there's a latch right here. You pull this latch back. You pull this latch back. There's another latch back here underneath this hose. Flip that back and wait for 4 latches. It's supposed to come up, but it's giving me a little bit of trouble. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screwdriver. I'm gonna unscrew this screw right here so I can remove it, and then we're gonna change the air filter. So it turns out that I didn't have to unscrew that. I just had to put the camera down, do it with 2 hands and pull it off. So we took the old filter out. It drops down in there like this. This is the old filter. This is how filthy it is. So the new filter beautiful, nice and white, and it's in there. So now we just gotta flip all 4 latches back on. Hold on, let me tighten the screw back before I forget. All right, put this. Oh crap! See, this is why.
What?
This is why you should always do things with 2 hands, cause I pretty much just broke a sensor. Don't know how important that is, but great. Now I gotta go pick up a sensor. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna look it up. I'll let you guys know. But let me use 2 hands and I'll be right back. So guys, we completed our oil change and our air filter change. We still have to do the cabin air filters, which I do have. I did buy it, but that's a lot more work, and the little guy was getting tired, so I had to bring him inside the house, and I wanted to drain that oil before AutoZone closed because everything is closing early due to what's going on. But what I wanted to say is during that first startup, the car shut off. It idled rough for a second, then it shut off. So after doing a little bit of research, this little sensor that I broke is the manifold air pressure sensor, and this is what keep causing the car to idle rough and stall out right away and stuff like that. At first I thought it was a problem with me putting the Lucas in there and the oil being too thick and then blowing the engine, but actually after gassing it and listening for engine sounds, I realized that it was way too smooth for that, and it kept starting right back up. So after looking up what this sensor was, the numbers on the sensor, I figured out which sensor it was, and the symptoms that I'm having is symptoms from this sensor going bad, or pretty much being broken, in which I did break it. So now AutoZone closing early, I couldn't get another one, I didn't have enough time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back tomorrow, or I just might order it online and just wait for it to come. But with that being said, you guys take care, have a great day. We got more content coming, plenty more content. Alright, so stay tuned.